Hello and welcome to your Advanced Java Programming course, and in this video I'm going to give you my answer to section 3's project. Now as you can see here, I've already created my program, test results, and I've imported the following two packages, Java Util and Java IO. Now I'm going to show you the projects folder. Here it is, test results, and inside I've placed both text files. The marks text file, which contains the raw data we need to process, and finally the results, which is left blank for the processed information. And now let's begin with the code. The whole program needs to be placed into a try and catch statement, so we have to create that first. Try, open up brackets, and then a second catch, file not found exception F. As specified in the previous video, we had to create a catch statement for when there's no file found. Now we have to create the scanner SC file. So scanner SC file equals new scanner, open up brackets, new file, brackets again, let's correct that, brackets again, and now the name of the text file, which is marks.txt, close with a semicolon. Now that we've created our file scanner, we must create the while loop in which it will run through the text file. So while scfile.has next brackets open, there we go, and while we're here I'm going to add the file closer outside of the brackets because once we have finished using it, it needs to be closed. Dot close brackets semicolon, and inside the catch statement I'll create a simple output line saying file not found. Now let's return to the core program. Inside the while loop, we create a string variable that will take the first line from the text file. String line equals scfile.next line. Now that we have a variable that contains the first line of the text file, we need to scan through it with another scanner, the line scanner. Scanner scline equals new scanner line. Now as we saw in the text file marks, everything is separated using hashtags, so we have to change the delimiter accordingly. So we have to add dot use delimiter, and inside double quotations a hashtag, close with a semicolon. Now that we have the scanner that runs through the line variable, we have to assign the different values to their own variables. So we create a variable for the first name equals scline.next brackets semicolon. Same for the last name, scline.next brackets semicolon. A double for the mark, scline.next double, close with a semicolon. And now a boolean for the pass, whether it's true or false that the candidate passed. Next boolean, brackets close with a semicolon. And now we've finished using the line scanner, so we close it, scline.close. And now we have to write to the results text file. So to do that we use the print writer. Print writer, let's call it out file. As specified in the previous video, we have to give it the name. Print writer new file writer, open brackets, results.txt, comma, true. because it's going to run through several times printing line by line, and we don't want each line to overwrite the other until the last one is the only one displayed. So we add true, so that way it keeps adding the values. And now this is where we have an error with the print writer. We simply click on the light bulb and add clause for IO exception. I did not say in the previous video that you should have a catch statement for the IO exception, so you can click here, or you can add in another catch, IO exception I, open up with brackets, and you can type in a new message. Could not write to file. It's perfectly acceptable to add your throws IO exception here. I did not mention that you need to do this, but I'm going to do it for this video so you can just see how it's done. Now that we have written that, we now create the print line to the results text file. Outfile dot print line, open up brackets, first dot char at 0, because in the previous video I said we only need the initial for the first name, space plus the last name, plus, and let's leave a tab in between these two, plus mark, and we need to add the percentage symbol is one of the requirements, another tab, plus the boolean pass, so we know whether they passed or not. And finally, we've finished using the print writer, so we close it. Out file dot close. And this is the entire program. Now if I go back to documents, marks unchanged, results are still blank. Now let's run the program. It says build successful. Let's return to the text files. Marks is unchanged, but results now has the final processed information organized into neat columns. This is my answer to section 3's project. If you find that you have more lines of code, hopefully what you've seen in this video will help you create more efficient coding. If you have the same amount of lines or less, then congratulations, you have completed section 3 of advanced Java programming. In the next video, I'll conclude what we have learnt in this section.